and let you be glorified in this time. I want to share with you some thoughts that I hope you keep with you today. Caylee is a member of our family, but now she's a member of your family. See, Caylee has become the face of a nation. She's become the face of every innocent, of everyone who's been lost, of everyone who's been betrayed, of everyone who's been forgotten. See, this won't stop you. Caylee's going to come home. We pray that. Whatever happens here this weekend or when it happens, either Caylee's coming home or she's already gone home. But don't let it end there. Because I believe that there's a reason why some of you can't stop thinking about her. I get people that write me. I have a woman that came to Orlando from Germany, and she found me on MySpace, and she goes, I don't understand. I can't stop thinking about this little girl. So I wrote her and tried to explain to her what was going on. See, Caylee has changed our lives, all of our lives, and she's taught us something about ourselves that we can't forget. She has touched a part of us that we've ignored. Some of us are coming from broken homes. Some of us have been forgotten. Some of us have been abandoned. But what Caylee has done has forced us to look at that. See, Caylee's been a teacher. Even in her 3 years, she's been a teacher. And God has used that. And she taught me about unforgiveness. I missed an opportunity to hug her because I was angry at her mother. Unforgiveness cost me that moment. Some of you are letting it cost you a moment with someone. Don't do that. As you look for her today, let her look for you. Let God use her to touch you and change you. You know, we live by seasons, and every season is necessary. Without one, the next one doesn't work, and you don't get a harvest unless they all work together. And we love spring, and we love the nice weather, but we don't like the cold. But you know what? Without the cold, there's no fruit, and there's no sugar in that fruit. The sap that flows into the fruit comes from the hardship. And this hardship that we've all endured for 4 months has to create fruit inside of you so that you can love the next person. Because that's what this is about. You're here because you love Caylee and you don't know why. Her pretty little face, touched by God. But there's more to it that's going on here. See, Caylee also does something else. It reminds us that there's darkness out there. It reminds us that there's things we don't understand. It reminds us that there's things we can't control. But you know the thing about darkness is? It leaves when you turn on the light. See, darkness doesn't push away light. Light pushes away darkness. And that's what Caylee is. Caylee's light. Caylee's the light in your life. Don't let that go out. Don't let it stop you. I believe that Caylee's going to be found. I know she's going to be found. And I believe this is the time to do it. Now, I don't want to keep you here long, but I just want to leave this with you. It's a really special part of the Bible. We hear it a lot. But it really applies today. To everything there is a season. A time for every purpose under heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck what is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. And to cast away stones and a time to gather stones. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. There's a time to gain and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to throw away. And a time to tear, a time to sow, a time to keep silent and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. And a time for Caylee to come home.